Does anyone actually think it's always good to follow the law? Like, please, if you could find a person who believes this and actually believes it on all laws, find them and point them to me so we can talk. Like, I mean, I could go the cheap route and go back in history and say, oh, do you think it was actually good for people to follow Jim Crow laws or laws in apartheid South Africa? But even on a more like basic level, the whole point, my whole platform on here is debating politics and debating what should be the law. Of course, I don't think those laws are good, and I don't think following them by and large is good. Now you could say, oh, well, we should change the law, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't follow it in the meantime. And there's like a minuscule difference between those two. Because what you're effectively saying is that like the order and predictability and the support of the system that's enchanced by following that law is worth the injustice of it. But obviously, like, you would need to argue that and say that these two things are outweighed. And when I say, and simply saying that it's the law, so you should follow it, is nonsense. Especially when I make an argument about why we shouldn't follow the law in the first place. I said I think the vast majority of anti-immigration laws are just flagrantly racist and have a huge history of racism, right? So I'm saying that them demonizing immigrants who don't follow those laws, right, is arbitrary because the laws shouldn't exist in the first place. Them ignoring a racist law is not a bad thing inherently.